Hello. We've just been in Sydney. Is that okay? We've just been in Sydney for the last about 10 days, so we thought we'd update you on what we've been doing. So, the first thing, we arrived on Christmas Eve, and we just spent some time doing some last minute Christmas shopping. You guys went to Paddy's Market.
Us two and Mum, it was really, really busy in Sydney, so we went to Paddy's Market, which we remembered from before when we've been here before, and we walked through Darling Harbour, and it was it all changed, so that was different to see. But we really liked Paddy's Market. There was lots of cool different stalls there.
It was quite nice being in Sydney because there was lots of nice Christmas decorations. There was a cool big tree that had loads of crystals hanging off it and stuff. So it was quite nice to be somewhere where they actually seemed like they were celebrating Christmas. On Christmas Day,
we woken up by Mum.
Yeah, woken up by Mum being Santa.
What did she have, Kym?
Presents.
In a
stocking. No, in a pillowcase.
Yeah, so she had some presents in a pillowcase. It was just a few little bits, because obviously we already had kind of our big presents from Mum and Dad. We just had some pajamas, standard, chocolate, just nice little bits.
Some cool things we missed from England, like Pringles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Our main present was probably from Mum was the hotel itself, which was lovely to stay in.
And then in the afternoon, after we'd opened our presents, we went off to Bronte Beach. So we decided to go here because we've been recommended. It was quite a nice beach, and they had these big barbecue areas. So we thought we'd do a barbecue because that's just the typical Australian thing. So we thought we'd join in.
It was cool because we didn't have to go on the beach because obviously we was there all day. We obviously didn't want to be actually on the sand. So we there was a huge park area of grass, with grass, then sea, then grass, sand, sea. So everyone was on the grass, but everyone set up around the outside. So it was sort of made a playing field in the middle where everyone was playing different ball games and stuff like that. But we so we chilled there. We played some games and stuff. When we went to have the barbecue, there are a few barbecue stations, but it's obviously rammed because everyone just goes to the beach from Christmas. So we was queuing, and then we was we should just go ask someone to borrow. Some people were taking their own pop-up barbecues. Some people didn't even take proper barbecues. There's this family next to us that had a little portable barbecue, and we asked if they could borrow it, and they was yeah, so that was really good because then we could all cook it all together anyway.
Yeah.
Like that. What did we see? You built
I built a sandman instead of a snowman. It was it was a lot more difficult than building a snowman.
We tried.
The sand didn't really compare. We tried our best. And then
we FaceTimed Stephen from the beach because he was spending it in Adelaide with Noddy and some other friends they knew. And then that evening, back at the hotel, we FaceTimed home to watch them open up their presents and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then on Boxing Day, we'd heard about some free horse racing that was going on at Royal Randwick, which is a racecourse in Sydney. It wasn't too far from where we were staying. So it was free for international passport holders. So there were just tons of English and many Irish people there. It was insane.
Did you enjoy the day, Kym?
Yeah.
What was your favourite bit?
Winning money.
Okay, she won money. I ended the day. Did you end up?
Yeah, I think we all ended up breaking even or just all up. So
I won a little bit. So it was a really good day.
We met up with some people that we'd met on the Whit Sundays, and they just spent the day with us as well. So it was really good.
Yeah.
The next day we went to the
zoo.
It was a present from them too for my birthday, back for my 21st. So we went over to Toronto Zoo, and that was cool. It's hard because obviously it's the city zoo, so the animals don't have as much space as other zoos that we've been to. It was cool to see the giraffes were in front of the Opera House and the bridge and stuff like that, but they just have a lot less space than Whipsnade Zoo and other places like that. So, but I really enjoyed it. It was good. It was a good day, and there was chimps.
My favourite bit was the chimps because we went to the chimp enclosure just to look at them, and then they started breaking out into this huge fight. They were all shouting at each other, screeching, chasing after each other.
There were so many babies as well, on people on their backs.
What was your favourite part of the zoo, Kym?
The giraffes.
She liked giraffes.
Okay, and then
the next.
that evening we went up the Sky Tower. Kimberly, what's the Sky Tower? Can you explain?
It's a big building.
Yeah. And what did we do?
We walked up it.
No.
We got a lift up it.
It's really tall. It's the tallest building in Sydney.
And
then what did we do when we got to the top?
we walked about around it, and we took some pictures.
Yeah. So it's the tallest building in Sydney, and you can pay to actually walk around like a viewing platform around the outside, so you're actually out, which was really cool. We got some pictures of us taken out there. It was just a really nice view over Sydney.
It's like double the height of the Harbour Bridge, so it's 268 metres or something like that. So it was really cool to see that and like learn about, because obviously our tour guide like pointed out all the places around Sydney and different things. So it was cool just to learn more about Sydney.
Next day we went on a lunch cruise on it's kind of like a pirate ship kind of thing.
Pirate boat.
We bought it for Mum's birthday back in August. So we did that. We had some lunch on there, like a buffet lunch, and then we climbed the mast. So we paid extra to climb up this like kind of wobbly ladder. The gaps between the steps, the rungs.
They weren't steps, they were
rungs, they were quite far apart.
And they were narrow.
And, our legs were aching. So I didn't find it too difficult walking up there at all, but the next day my legs ached so much, and your legs ached too, didn't they?
Yeah, Mum stopped at like maybe just before midway, because it was really hard to pull yourself up. But yeah, the view from the top was pretty cool. Like, it was in the middle of like the Sydney Harbour, like on top of a huge mast. So that was really cool. But yeah, our legs ached the next day, like our thighs.
Yeah.
That evening, we went to the Opera House to see the Illusionists.
What did you think of it, Kym?
A little bit rubbish.
Yeah, Kym didn't enjoy it. She asked me like maybe 10 minutes in how long it was until it was over. It was cool because it's obviously like magic and illusions and stuff like that. But we were sat right at the back, so it's like not hard to see.
Mum!
So it was not hard to see.
There's a cockroach, guys.
But she's not used to she's not used to Australia. So it wasn't hard to see, but it would have been a hell of a lot better had we been closer.
We're trying to do something.
And then Dad's going to complain that he's been distracted.
Yeah, so, right, let's get back to
if it was
illusionists.
Closer.
Because obviously with magic, you need to see that they're not doing sleight of hand with things.
So anyway, it was halfway through the second act, and they were just done this maybe 15-minute build-up to sawing this woman in half. They've got some people from the audience up and different things. And then someone just shouted from the audience, like, stop, 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 we need an ambulance, we need a doctor. I'm like, I think we all thought it was like part of the act, but it wasn't. So we had to stop for like half an hour, 40 minutes. Well, so I don't know what had happened. Like maybe someone had fainted or something. But yeah, the ambulances were called and stuff. And everyone was pretty sympathetic, apart from this guy a few rows down and to the left. And he was just like shouting like, I'm not effing wasting my time with this, that and the other.
Like, just pull them out. It was so, they were so rude.
Unneeded. But the worst thing was they came back and got people back in the mood. And I thought then they were going to do the Saw act, but they never did the Saw act. And everyone knew that that's what we was waiting for. So it was a little disappointing that we didn't get to see that. Beans as we'd waited half an hour anyway to carry on watching it. We wouldn't have minded staying an extra 20 minutes at the end to see that part of the act. But yeah, it was cool being in the Opera House. It was nice going in there.
Next day, we didn't really do much during the day. We just kind of had a chill day because we've been doing so much.
We arrived.
Stephen and Noddy.
So Stephen and Noddy arrived, and we had the bridge climb booked for that evening. So we all headed over to the bridge, got in our cool jumpsuits, and then we walked up.
Training.
Yeah, did some training on these little ladders inside.
Introduced ourselves to the group, and we had to say our name, where we're from, everything. Everyone was from England, and then also why we were there today. So Sam was first in our group. Was like, I'm here today to jump off the bridge. So that was hilarious.
I think that lightened the mood. I think that got us all to know each other.
It was fine because it was all English, so we all gathered it was sarcasm. Because she didn't actually jump off the bridge in the end, unfortunately.
And the tour guide we had, Gemma, was actually probably one of the best tour guides we've had.
For anything.
Yeah, she was really nice. She was quite young, but she was she knew what she was talking about. She was really happy and chatty, so that was
really nice. Took some pictures, and I was really lucky because it's so busy at the minute. They were just running 5, 10, 15 minutes behind. It was really good for us because it meant we got to watch the sunset while we was on the bridge, so that was really cool.
And we saw, because we did it on their last day that they work on 2015, so we saw the last sunset on the bridge of 2015, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw some dolphins from the bridge as well.
Dolphins.
Yeah, that was cool.
What did we do that next day? Oh, I had to wake up early because Natasha arrived. That's her. So yeah, I went to the airport and picked her up. And then we got back, and because she had an early flight in, so she had to beat the jet lag. So we went to Bondi Beach.
So Bondi Beach was really nice. It was packed. I think it was a bit nicer than Bronte, just because it was bigger, but the sea I just thought was a bit cleaner, a bit less seaweed. But for how many more people there were there, I would personally go back to Bronte over Bondi just because it was so busy. But it was a really nice beach, wasn't it? The waves were quite big and kind of like you got drowned if you tried to jump over them.
Okay.
But
we're at 10 minutes. We need to speed this along.
That's right. We've got 3 days
You
left.
lost your sunglasses. Yeah?
Oh yeah, Stephen lost some sunglasses in the waves. It was really cool because me, Stephen, and Kym were practically in the sea the whole time. Noddy as well, pretty much. But yeah, Stephen lost a pair of sunglasses, and then 10 minutes later, I lost my pair of sunglasses. So another 2 pairs of sunglasses down.
Next day was New Year's Eve, so basically we've been recommended to go to Bradfield Park, which was a park like right underneath the Opera House. Right underneath the bridge. But you can also see the Opera House from there. So we headed over there at about 1ish, about an hour later than planned.
Got a ferry over there, so we got into it dropped you off right at the seafront, whereas the entry to the park was at the top. So we just went in that bit, so there was just space right at the front, because obviously people that come in the park and see that there's already full don't come down there, so that was really good, and you didn't have to go for security or anything if you did want to take alcohol, but we didn't really anyway. But
so we just got a space like literally right under the bridge. It was a great
just left of the bridge.
Place to be. And then we just kind of sat there and just
played games, sunbathed, played games, ate.
And then just waited. There was a fireworks show at 9 o'clock and another one at 12 o'clock.
And there was like an air show on at 6. Like the worst thing about the whole day, it was a really good day. It was really nice weather, but there was toilet problems basically. They just had portaloos for everyone.
They had probably like 30 portaloos for probably 30,000 people.
It's 50. The capacity was 50,000.
Yeah, but I don't reckon it was that. I know they shut it, but
I think there was 50,000 people.
Anyway, basically, the portaloos were disgusting and there were not enough of them. That was the gist of it. And the fireworks themselves, like, they were good. And there were some cool waterfall fireworks that came off the edge of the bridge. But I personally was a little bit disappointed. I thought it was going to be better than what it was, but I don't know.
So basically all we did that day. We met up with some people. We met on Fraser Island and different things, just because obviously we'd all been recommended the same place.
Yeah.
And then the next day,
which was yesterday,
an early-ish start on the first thing, because we were just moving hotels. We were going a bit further out of Sydney. Moved hotels. Then we went, because we were now closer to the Olympic Park. So we went to the Olympic Park and we did started doing this trail that you can do around it. So we started doing that. We ended up at the aquatic centre. So me, Nash, and Kym went swimming in the Olympic
they put some slides and stuff in there, so it's a bit more fun to go in rather than just having a pool.
Yeah, so they still obviously just got the normal pool, but yeah, they've changed half of it into like a park now.
And me and Mum just had a look around some more of the stadiums, and there was a nice park there. Our final day was today. We got 40 seconds. We went to Blue Mountains. So it's
really pretty.
Yeah, really pretty. It's like the eucalyptus trees and the dust creates like a blue haze to make them look blue. And there's the steepest railway in the world there, which we went up, and it is really steep.
Had a really, really strange tour guide, Ray. She was a nutter. And we went out for...
We've actually got another minute.
We went out for a last meal tonight at Siren, which is a place on Darling Harbour. We've been eating out on Darling Harbour most of the time we've been there. There was this place we really wanted to go just because they had really nice seats. And we finally went there tonight, and it was really nice. Well, really good service. Well, probably the best service we've had since we've been in Darling Harbour. But yeah, all the meals out in Darling Harbour have pretty much been really good. Really nice area. I really liked it there.
Back to Blue Mountains for 30 seconds. I would say, personally, I think if I was to do it again, or to other travellers, I would recommend getting a car between a few of you and doing it yourself, because I think you pay quite a lot to do a tour, and although that makes it a lot easier, I think you do it way cheaper. It's very rushed on the tour, and I think you do it way cheaper just by doing it yourself, and you've got a lot more time then to just do the bits as you want, as you please, and you can do the bits you want and miss out the bits that you don't want to do.
Anyway, this is Kimberly and Mum's last night, so they've said goodbye to Stephen and Noddy, so they won't see them again, but we will be meeting up with Stephen and Noddy tomorrow to go to Esrock, us three, and these two are going back to England. But the travelling up to England will have been done Esrock, so that's about it.
We'll speak to you soon.
Bye! Bye.